questions for Monica?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the happiest day of your career today?
I think so far, yeah.
So, how does it feel to go to the end, to win the first title, WTA?
It feels amazing. I really wanted it. I woke up this morning and I felt it. I felt that I was gonna do something amazing. It's just one of those feelings where you just know that it's gonna happen, and I just played some of the greatest tennis I've ever played. Very focused, very poised on the court, and very happy with how the things went.
Very quickly on the court, we felt, we looked at you, you were powerful and punchy and very energetic.
Mm-hmm.
You broke her service right on the first game, so that was a sign of this domination.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I just went on the court and I felt like it was my moment and I had to go there and take it. And she wasn't going to give me anything. I mean, she made my life impossible trying to break her serve. She was serving very solid. I had to try and find my way around and see how I was going to do it. But I kept very focused. I kept very calm. I trusted in what I had been working on with my team. And, it's just a very special moment for me in my career. I remember saying that this year what I wanted to do was win a WTA, so I'm going to have to find another goal now.
Because we looked at the statistics, you didn't have any break points to defend. Is that a sign of the domination you had on the control you had on the game?
Yeah, well, my serve today was not like yesterday. I was making a lot of first serves, and I felt very confident when I went up to the line to serve. All I needed to do was to break, and I was going to be okay. And I stayed patient. The break in the first set, the break came quite early, and in the second set, I had to wait patiently to find my opportunity. And I just knew that in that last game, whether I were to lose it and come up to serve, but I just I wanted to see if there was a possibility I could close it out there, and just tried to stay very focused on all the returns and play the points very smart.
When the match point was ending, you throw your racket and you were sitting on the floor with your head. What did you feel at that time?
Just a lot of emotion. It's been a crazy couple months, and just for the first time I feel like everything is where it needs to be. So it was just all the emotion. Very, very happy. Very excited, and it's just one of the best days of my life for sure.
With whom are you traveling? Wait, there is your coach, your mother?
And my agent, yeah. My agent came in from Paris. He flew from Florida to Paris yesterday. He said if I were to get to the semifinals that he would come on the train as soon as he landed. So I'm really happy that he was able to be here for my first title, and I think his first title. As well, and he's right there in the corner. Yeah, and my coach, we just started working together 3 weeks ago, so definitely very proud of that. And my mom has been traveling with me for quite some time, so it's very special for all of us.
What was the name of your coach, your Spanish coach?
Ricardo Sanchez.
So he did, like you expected yesterday, he did give you some secrets and receipts for playing on racket.
Yeah, I mean, he basically has turned me around 360 degrees from where I was before. 3 weeks ago, I would have never thought that I would be here today, talking about my win and winning a tournament. He's really changed my whole thought process on how things have to be done, and it's just amazing what 3 weeks with the right person can do, and I'm just so happy that we're working together.
3 weeks ago, you were in a lack of confidence, and that was the problem at that time?
Yeah, I think, I was lacking confidence, and seeing so many other people doing a bit better than me, I was focusing too much on them. And, when I started working with Ricardo, it's just been focusing on myself and focusing on what I can improve and not worrying about the others, that my time was going to come eventually. And 3 weeks later, I was just focusing on what I had to do and what I could do best, and my time did come, and I know that there will be plenty of others.
thanks to you, Puerto Rico is a little bit more famous today.
Yeah, no, everybody's really excited. I've been receiving a lot of messages already. My phone has not stopped ringing, so it's amazing coming from such a small island where tennis isn't necessarily recognized as one of the big sports, and just giving a name for myself and giving a name for the island, and all the athletes over there do their best to represent their country as best as they can. And you know, I'm just glad to be here playing tennis for my country and myself, and giving a name to such a small island.
And now you have some hours to celebrate in Strasbourg, but Roland Garros is now here approaching. Yeah. You have a first draw, which is very difficult. But when you coming from Strasbourg with the victory and the full of confidence, and can you change the way of approaching the game?
Yeah, well, you know, I was actually watching them make the draw before the before the quarterfinal, and everybody was like, "What are you doing? Why are you looking?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just interested. I just wanted to see." Or I think the draw was made yesterday or something. And you know, so I was already thinking about that match and thinking about the match I had to play here, and I was like, you know, but definitely, you know, I've had some really great matches here this week, and Roland Garros is one of my favorite Grand Slams. I've had some really good results there in the past, but Sam is an amazing opponent, and just have to go there and again focus on myself and what I can do, and whatever happens, happens, but I always go to the court to try and win.
Because there will be a big difference with this Strasbourg, a small tournament, but Roland Garros is an empire.
Comment ça?
In terms of score.
Yeah, no, it's again, it's the tennis court measures the same. Everybody's human. There just might be a few more people, and it's a Grand Slam. That's the only difference. But my game won't change, and you know, the focus will be the same. Just to go out there and do what I can do best. And all I know is that it's one of my favorite slams, and I've always played well there. So really excited with how it ended here, and really excited to show what I can do in the French Open.
And to go there, being the winner of Strasbourg, will be probably recognized in the...
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, you know, again, I'm one of the up-and-coming young players on the tour, and I think also Eugenie Bouchard won a title in Nuremberg today, so, you know, there's a lot of talent that's coming up, and Caroline Garcia, I know, is one of your players, and she won in Bogota. You know, we're all pushing each other, and we're all pushing each other to become the best next generation of players that's going to eventually be contesting for Grand Slam. So it's just amazing to see how far we've come since the juniors and how we're doing things nowadays, and it's just going to be a very interesting next couple of years to see how we kill each other on the court.
The last question, and as the director is here, the traditional question, are you coming next year?
Well, of course I would love to come next year to defend my title. You know, this week has been so amazing for me, and you know, it's a great preparation obviously for the French Open, to get matches under your belt and to really feel well on the clay. And you know, I won my first title here, so why not come back to a place that has so many special memories?
Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.